PZ's Picks. Here is your host, Paul Zalakar.
Week 9 NFL action. Thanks for tuning in to PZ's Picks right here in the neighborhood. Check out all kinds of fun stuff, but you're already listening, so let's get right to the point. We've got Monday Night Football, New England Patriots in New York against the New York Jets. Yikes. Both of these teams are horrible, both in the AFC East, and these teams are just trash. The Patriots, Cam Newton, Bill Belichick, they haven't been able to figure it out. They literally have no one who can score. Edelman's out. They're just broken. They're trying to get rid of Gilmore. Jets, they're also broken. They haven't won a game yet. Probably not going to win a game. They have covered the spread once this season, just once. The Patriots, they're not that good either. JJ, what are you thinking about this game?
I'm thinking this game's going to be a big snooze fest. I really don't like any of the bets. The line moved from -7 favoring the Patriots to 9.5 in the past couple days. I don't know if the Patriots can put up 9 points even on a awful team like the Jets. It's going to be tough.
They're pretty bad. They just are pretty bad. I will say, though, against Buffalo last week, Buffalo hasn't been trending in the right direction. They were close to Buffalo. They lost 24-21. But against San Francisco, wow, they got dominated, 33-6. They also, week prior to that, New England lost to Denver 18-12 in what goes down as the kick bowl, where I've predicted over field goals. And wow, there's a surplus of field goals in that game.
You hit the over in the first quarter, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I think it was over 3.5 field goals was the line, and there was 6-5 just Denver. Maybe even more. The total was absurd amount of field goals. I don't even think there was a touchdown in that game, to be quite honest. Actually, yeah, there probably wasn't.
There wasn't, actually.
Yeah, 18, that's crazy. And then 12, yeah, that's just nuts. Anyways, we're going to look at this Monday night action. And what's cool about Monday night is on FanDuel, well, not just Monday night, but just in general, you can get a same-game parlay risk-free of $10. I typically like to save it for Monday for the specialty. I wish I wouldn't. I'd much rather play it in the Sunday night game with just an awesome matchup that occurred between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and New Orleans Saints. But instead, we're talking about the Patriots and the Jets. So you got to respect that the Patriots are probably going to win this game. The Jets, I don't know if they'll cover. They really aren't. They haven't covered their last 5. Like I said, they've covered. Actually, they did cover against Buffalo, but the rest of the games they have not covered. The over has not hit in the Jets' last 5 games. It's all been unders. And with the Patriots, it's been a similar story. 3 unders out of their last 5 games. And those are low lines, nothing above 48 points.
Yeah,
they
and
did hit the sorry, go ahead.
The game total for this week's matchup is 40.5 over under.
That's low. That, I think that's the lowest NFL total this week at all. I think there's a 41, maybe a 42, but 40.5. I think that clocks in as the lowest game total for over under. I mean, 40.5 points, NFL action. Unless it's just a big kickoff, it could happen. I'm leaning on that over. I mean, how could you not take the over?
Because they can't score touchdowns. Points? They can't score touchdowns. The Patriots this season are notorious for not scoring touchdowns. They've only had a handful of touchdowns over the past 5 weeks.
So something interesting to point out. In New Jersey's or New York Jets' last 4 games, 9 points against Kansas City, 10 points against Buffalo, 0 points against Miami, and 10 against Arizona.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the New England defense here. We're not talking about Buffalo. They've got a pretty somewhat decent squad. Miami's got a very good defense. So nothing against them. And Arizona's been playing some pretty good defense as of late. Buda Baker's been pretty good for Arizona. So I think that amount of points for the Jets is a little, miscued. They also were having some – they're just bad. But, they were having issues with, is it Joe Flacco? Is it Sam Darnold? Who's getting the snaps? I don't even know if they've still figured that out yet. I don't even think Sam Darnold, Joe Flacco knows what's going on, whether that's on the field or who's playing quarterback. It's just not a good situation. I still don't understand how Gase has a job. I really don't. I don't understand that. But they want to ride with him. They like him. I don't. I still like that over. I do like the over, and here's what I'm thinking, JJ. I'm thinking you said the line was originally around 7. Fine. Bumping it to 9.5, around 9. Don't like that. So I'm going to alt spread to 6.5. I'm going to take the over. And here's where I'm a little torn. I like Cam Newton scoring. I do like Cam Newton scoring a touchdown. But do I want to get fancy and do it just in the first half? He scored the touchdown anytime first half touchdown scored? Because that's plus 230. Anytime is minus 105. That's a big difference. If you put that in the same game parlay, it's almost a plus 300 difference because you're looking at just anytime touchdown score with all those other legs, plus 375. If you're taking him anytime first half touchdown score, you're looking at plus 644.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that sounds like quite a conundrum, to be honest, because I don't know. If anybody's going to score a touchdown for New England, it's going to be Cam Newton. And I don't think he's going to fumble this week.
No. I mean, he could fumble, but I don't think it's going to be too dramatic. If there's going to be a game that the Jets win, because they have the Patriots this week and they have the Patriots, I think, in the final week of the regular season, the Patriots are probably going to be one of the teams that the Jets is going to have their best chance of winning. They have the Chargers. They have Miami. I don't think that they have anyone else that's even remotely close to playing down to the Jets. So if the Jets are going to win any game, it's going to be game 1 or game 2 against the Patriots. I don't think it's going to be this week. I don't think it's going to be last week. I also took a future bet for the Jets to go 0-16 at plus 290. It's been dropping like a fly ever since the start of the NFL season. Yeesh. I should have taken it earlier, but here we are. I'm probably going to lean towards taking the anytime touchdown scorer. JJ, what are you thinking about this game? What are you taking?
I'm taking – there's a parlay on FanDuel, like a in-game parlay, player prop parlay. I'm taking New England Patriots to win and under 41.5 points at plus 120.
You're riding the under. I'm riding the over.
Yeah, JJ's on under, Paul's on over. I don't think if they do score touchdowns, which Cam Newton, very likely to score a touchdown on that defense, I don't think he scores more than 2. And honestly, I don't know if the Jets score this week. I'm also going to take New England defense to score a touchdown anytime at plus 340. New England defense or special teams to score a touchdown at plus 345.
Speaking of unders, I can't remember how it played out when we did our Sunday predictions, but going through my my pre-line sheets, I probably took 80% unders this week. I think I still backed Seattle, Buffalo over. I want to say I took Las Vegas Chargers over, and my lock was Tampa Bay and New Orleans over. But the rest of the games, I think I took the unders. So this is a surprise to me too. I normally don't like taking the over against the Patriots. I've already taken some L's with the over with them, so that bites. But I think that 2 crap teams going to put up some crap points. Game total of 41 points. We both would hit.
Yeah, but New England has to win also.
Well, I mean, I would figure if it's at 41 points, no matter what, Patriots going to win. So we'll see what happens. That's Monday night action, week 9 of the NFL. Not your best game. We've got your best bets right here on PZ pick.